Hey, Xander Demos here from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I've been a Shawn Lane fan for at least 25 years. Where we're at 2014 right now. I remember first hearing about Shawn Lane from Paul Gilbert in an interview I read, and of course, like any other guitar player, like myself, who was, playing for a few years at that time, I jumped on that bandwagon to find out everything I could as well, and I just saw that he was a Charvel endorsing player, and then all of a sudden I got lucky enough to see the video of him, and I was just like, wow, now I know why, Paul Gilbert spoke so highly of him. He was truly a remarkable force in music, and one of my passions besides playing rock and metal guitar and stuff has always been in the way of like film scores and stuff like that. And I remember Shawn Lane and his Power Licks videos. He was talking about that's what his next step that he wanted to get into was, and you could hear that on the Powers of 10 album. You could hear how cool like his compositions were. It wasn't just shred guitar or just a regular instrumental guitar. There were real compositions, and that's what I think set Shawn apart from everybody. One of the things that back then, before there were tabs everywhere and easy ways to, or I should say more efficient ways to learn somebody else's material. A lot of things we had to figure out on our own, and whether or not we had a tape and we slowed it down or something like that. I tried to figure out a lot of Shawn's stuff. I came up with my own stuff though, which is kind of cool, and I think that Shawn Lane would approve of that. Of that venture on my end or any guitar player's end to say, well, that's not exactly what I did, but it's cool that you made up your own thing. Like he did a lot of big interval stuff. And one of the things that he did that I still do to this day is like the one string arpeggio licks and stuff, where you have something like something like that, where you're just playing like arpeggios on one string instead of doing them like sweep picking or something like that. You're just kind of moving that whole thing across the strings, and you've probably seen other guitar players do the diminished stuff. Like that was all Shawn's stuff. That was all like his thing that he kind of pioneered, and so many guitar players, have been influenced by that, and I think that's so cool. Getting back to what Shawn had always said about film scoring and things like that, I'm a gigantic fan of film scores. Not movie themes, but the actual scores, especially like the modern stuff. Composers like Hans Zimmer and Howard Shore and Steve Jablonsky. A lot of those guys, they have such inspiring music behind what they do. And Rules of the Game, my favorite Shawn Lane song by far, is just this incredible piece of music. And it's not like it is this shred-tastic, over the top shred fest or whatever you want to call it. I mean, it's not him doing all this amazing technical stuff, but what he's doing so amazing is the phrasing and the note choice. I mean, it's just such a beautiful and perfect piece of music.